went to law school and got this really stupid degree with this colonial government, and was like, I should go legal observe. And it happened to be the first week in November. All these clergy decided they were going to go and repudiate the discovery doctrine, which in layman's terms basically just says, we white people can come here and take the land and call you savages and say we civilized it. And then in law, we're going to say it was right. And so, really messed up, right? The clergy decided they would come and they would repudiate it in word. And I'm standing there like, yo, that's dope in word, now let's get the land back. That didn't happen. But while we were there, that discussion stayed on my mind. And while this is an indigenous movement, and it has to be led by the first peoples of this land, the caretakers of the land, because we have to learn from them how to be caretakers. This has to be all of our struggle, because that water is not just for Native peoples, that's for all of us to drink. So my first lesson was, this is everybody's fight. So that's one reason I went. On the drive home, there was a car accident, and our friend was killed. And what I realized on the drive home was, afterwards, going to the hospital, figuring out how we were going to get back, is we should not live in a place where we have to drive 24 hours to go defend against fossil fuels when there's plenty of evidence that already tells us it's killing us. When there are plenty of alternatives that exist. So lesson number 2 was, we shouldn't be having to do this capitalist BS anyways. My third lesson came when I was back and got to learn from all these dope leaders about the divest movement. And in the process of divesting, what we found was, and we already knew this, Wells Fargo's not just invested in the pipeline, Wells Fargo's invested in jails and detention centers and all kinds of other things that aren't just killing Native people, but are killing Black people and brown people and cash poor people all over the United States. And this is why I say this is not, well, it's an indigenous-led movement. It's not just for indigenous people to put their bodies on the line. It's for all of us. Because at the end of the day, divesting and stopping fossil fuels makes everybody's life better, right? So in Seattle, they're trying to build this $233 million youth jail. Used to be 210, now it's 233. It's just going to keep growing. And over there, even though they don't have permits, they're digging up the earth. They say they're working on sewage, but they're breaking down trees, and they're getting ready to build this thing. As far as they're concerned, they're going to break ground. And they're going to keep putting our young people in cells. And they're saying that they're committed to zero detention, but what we know is if they build that thing, they're going to fill that thing. And the judges tell us they want to help young people and their families. First of all, our young people and our families are not broken. The system is broken. Secondly, we know our young people do better in our care. Judges don't know what to do with our young people. The law does not help our young people connect to their roots. It doesn't help them be healed. It re-traumatizes them. So here's what I'm going to ask y'all. We live here in King County including the places that are not in urban Seattle, because that's where so many of our young people come from who are incarcerated in that facility, who are traumatized in that facility. We have to stand up and say we're not going to allow you to continue to use this outdated system that traumatizes already traumatized people. We need your help. Right now, the city, many people have said that they're opposed to it. But Dow Constantine and the King County Council still are trying to move forward on this. The way that we stop it is, y'all call your council members. Y'all call Dow's office. The same way we're holding up DC by telling them we don't want the boss, and it didn't necessarily work out for us. We need to do the same thing here. We need to go to their office. We need to ask for their schedules. We need to tell them we will not vote for you. And as much as I don't believe in this colonial system, we got to vote them people out of office. So I'm asking that when the call is put out, that you will stand up with our No New Youth Jail campaign organizers, which are mostly youth, grassroots leaders, and you will put yourself on the line. This is what I ask people all the time. You believe in justice, you believe in change. What are you willing to sacrifice? Liberation will not come without us taking it. Thank you.